In the world of business, every single big decision, we're talking launching a new product, acquiring a competitor, it all comes down to the numbers. But what does that really mean to understand the numbers? Well, today we're diving into the powerful tool that separates a wild guess from a winning strategy. Every day, professionals just like you are facing these huge questions. Should we actually invest in this new project? Can we even afford this expansion? What's the real value of that company we're looking at buying? These aren't just figures on a spreadsheet, right? They're the moments that can literally define a company's future. So let's look at what these critical questions really are.
First up, this one. Are you really, truly in command of your financial data? I mean, it's one thing to look at revenue figures and expense reports. It's something else entirely to understand the story they're telling. The hidden trends, the risks, and all the opportunities just sitting there, buried in the data.
And then there's the future. What if you could confidently predict the financial outcome of your projects? Just imagine it, being able to swap out guesswork for a forecast that's backed by solid data. What would that kind of certainty change for you and for your team? And really, this is what it all leads to. Are you ready to take all that raw data and transform it into a powerful, strategic tool? A model that doesn't just tell you what happened last quarter, but gives you a clear, calculated roadmap for what's coming next. And let's be real, the pressure to get this right is absolutely immense. In today's market, everyone's demanding value, and there is just zero room for error. Every single choice, every resource you decide to allocate, it has to be justified by a clear, predictable return. So how in the world do you navigate all that pressure and make sure your decisions are sound? Well, the answer lies in a discipline that builds a bridge, a direct link between that raw data and a winning strategy. This is the world of financial modeling.
Okay, so at its core, financial modeling is basically the process of building a mathematical version of a real-world financial situation. Think of it like a flight simulator for your business decisions. Seriously, you can test out different scenarios, you can tweak your assumptions, and see the potential outcomes before you ever have to commit a single dollar.
And, this isn't just some niche skill that's locked away in the finance department. Not anymore. In any organization that's driven by value, the ability to build effective, realistic models is an absolutely critical tool. It's what empowers leaders at every single level to make informed, strategic bets. But how do you actually master this? It's not really something you just pick up by accident. It takes a structured path, which is why the best programs are often designed as a total 2-day transformation, taking you all the way from the core concepts to advanced strategic application.
A journey like this is just so powerful. See, it all starts on day one, building a rock-solid foundation. You got to get the language of corporate finance, learn how to really analyze statements, and master those key ratios. And only then, on day two, can you launch into the really fun stuff, the advanced applications, like building sophisticated models to value investments and guide real-world business strategy.
So you might be asking, is this for me? Well, take a look. This skill is for anyone whose job it is to answer those tough financial questions. It doesn't matter if you're an analyst trying to forecast next quarter's earnings, or you're a department head trying to get a new budget approved. This is the skill that backs up your intuition with hard, cold data. Listen, true mastery doesn't come from just sitting through a lecture. It comes from doing. The best learning experiences are totally interactive. They throw you into real-world case studies. They put you in simulations where you have to make decisions and see the consequences, all in a risk-free environment. It's about building that muscle memory for financial strategy. So what is the ultimate payoff here? What's in it for you? Let's get down to the specific, tangible skills you gain when you master this, the capabilities that can fundamentally change how you approach your job. The key is this: you're going to move from just reading financial statements to analyzing them with an expert's precision. You'll master advanced models like discounted cash flow, the DCF, which is just this incredibly powerful way to figure out what a project's future cash is worth today. You'll be able to build these models from scratch and apply them with confidence to huge decisions, like whether a merger actually makes financial sense. Ultimately, what this is all about is turning complexity into clarity. It's about giving you the power to take what the numbers are saying and translate it into a clear, actionable strategy that creates real, measurable, long-term value for your organization. So we end right about where we started, with a simple but incredibly powerful question. With the right tools and the right skills, you can be the one who provides that clear analysis, the one who helps make the best decisions. The only question left is, are you ready?